Questions arose among members of the public following the weekend's freak weather about why the relevant authority did not give ample warning about the system. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, during this morning's post-cabinet briefing, said forecasters are responsible for predicting weather patterns.
But first of all, let me say something about, I'm not a meteorologist by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's important that before we suggest that the ball was dropped, that in fact there's evidence that the ball was dropped. The professionals at the Met Office indicated that they were not in a position to in fact predict that there would be bad weather. And that's what predictions are. I mean, they're not God. They could only use the scientific tools that are available, and they could only use their knowledge and experience. My instructions from the Met Office was that the weather pattern, that is the cloudiness, that created the system on Saturday into Sunday, in fact, is the same cloudiness that was over the island a couple of days before. And what we had was light rains and light showers. And so they had no indication that that would develop into and specifically create this strong storm gust that happened Saturday night into Sunday morning.
He addressed the public's outrage at the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, which issued a release on the freak weather system the following day.
And in those circumstances, obviously, if they had thought otherwise, they obviously would have sent a warning to NADMA. NADMA in turn would have put it out to the public. So we have to appreciate that the professionals attempt to predict bad weather. They don't always get it right because it's predictions. They don't have 2020 foresight. They do have 2020 post the event. And so in the case of NADMA, NADMA could only have addressed the situation after it became known to it. So there was no indication from the Met Office that the system was likely to develop into the strong gusty winds that developed.
Meanwhile, the Meteorological Office at the Maurice Bishop International Airport reported a low-level trough system that has its axis along 60 degrees west, approximately 30 nautical miles east of Grenada. The trough is embedded in the Intertropical Convergence Zone, or the ITCZ, and supports moist, unstable conditions, bringing scattered moderate convections along either side of the zone. Currently, the system is bringing moisture northward towards the southern Windward Islands from the general area of Trinidad and Tobago, allowing for cloudy conditions and scattered showers across the state of Grenada during the nighttime. There is also a medium chance of lightning, thunder, and gusty winds, especially overnight. The Met Office has issued warnings for a low chance of flooding and landslides in vulnerable areas and for agitated seas above normal and northeasterly swells. Forecasters are also monitoring an approaching tropical wave expected to cross the state of Grenada on Thursday evening into night. At 2 p.m., the axis of the tropical wave was near 51 to 52 west, extending from 20 north-southward 687 nautical miles east of Grenada. It is moving westward at 11 miles per hour. NADMA encourages all citizens to exercise caution when moving around.